Hey guys, welcome back to another Pit Stop Scale Model Garage video. Hi, I'm Vinny and I will be your host. Well, I want to thank all you guys for the tremendous amount of input I got for my question about how to fix my car that I am building. Hold on a minute, let me get situated here. Put that up there. Take this and put him over here. And then we'll take this one and put him over here so I can look straight at you. Alright, so anyhow, like I was saying, thank you so much for all the input that you guys have given me. Made my brain start working a little bit on how I was going to get this car to be finished. And I'm going to take it down to the bench and I'm going to show you what I did, what I am doing to fix the situation, and we'll go from there. So stay tuned, and we are going to go right down to the bench. Talk to you later. Bye. Okay, guys, we are back at the bench right now, and this is a continuing of the problem I was having, the issues I was having with this 1934 Ford coupe. Um, on my Model Railroad channel, I have built probably hundreds of scratch builds or kit builds, and what I used for those builds was this Fowler Expert. I never had an issue with this glue. For the rest of this project, I'm going to go ahead and use the Gorilla Glue because I want these headers to set up quick. I don't want to be hanging out waiting for this to dry. This takes a little bit longer to set up than the Gorilla Glue will. So, what I have done is I put the interior in, as you can see. Let me turn on some more light. And basically, this is what the car is going to look like when it's together. So, I put what do they call those erasers? Anyway, I put that there as a spacer, and I taped it so it holds the chassis and the interior in. I also took out the radiator and the hoses, and I accidentally broke the rear bumper support, and I knew that would happen. I also knocked off a door handle, and I knew that would happen. Anyhow, in addition to that, I did loosen the engine. So the engine is loose. I need to make sure that I still have connection to the drive shaft. But I tried this, and it seems to have worked. The first thing I did was I sanded down these flanges so they are a little bit thinner, which would bring it closer to the engine block. I'm going to put this together the way you see it. And I tried this, and it seems to have worked, and I don't know if it's going to work while I'm filming it, but here we go. I'm going to stick it up from the bottom, and as you can see, I can get it up in there. And I just take my tweezers, and I would maneuver it into position. Now, come on, get up there. I know I had it in there. I was playing with it before and got it into place. But it's just going to take a little bit of finagling to get that into where it needs to go. This car will never come apart again, so I'm not worried about it. But as you can see right there, I have it in the correct position. But from doing my testing earlier, I noticed that I need to do the other side first. All right, now come on out. There you go. I need to do this side first. So now that you know how I'm going to do this, I'm just going to go ahead and do it off camera, and I'll bring you back, hopefully, when it's in there. Stay tuned. We'll be back shortly. All right, boys and girls, we're back at the bench now, and I will show you my progress. Headers on, both sides. Engine is sitting down in the engine mounts. Everything is hooked up on the bottom. And so I think we just had a successful fix. Now, I did mention earlier that I was... Oh, you can't do that, Vincent. As I was mentioning earlier, I sanded down the flanges right here, but I also had to sand down this number 1 pipe, and I sanded down just a little bit on the body to make it fit in there. I did the same on the other side, just a little bit on the front pipe, and then just a little bit on the body, and that's it. It is a tight fit. I don't think... Somebody mentioned that this car originally came with a flathead engine in it, and they upgraded it to this, is what I understood the comment to say. Anyhow, the next thing you got to do is put the radiator back in. And did I break? Yeah, I broke the hose connection. Let's see. Yeah, I did break it. Alright, so now this guy is also tight going in there. But before we put that in there, we're going to go ahead and glue the engine down so we can continue work. Now with this, for this part, I am going to actually go ahead and use this follower glue. And let's see if we're flowing. Now the only thing is, they usually give you a little wire to stick in the tube so it doesn't clog up on you. See, this is not clogged up right now. It's running pretty good. Alright, let's see if we can... Yep, there you go. Alright, so we'll give that a little time to dry up, and then we'll go ahead and fit this radiator in here and the hose. If that can happen, we just might have a reveal. But we need to go into the other... actually, I should combine this with the other video. It would make it quite long, though. Alright, guys, I'm going to wait for this to dry up. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to modify this radiator because, again, it's going to be tight going into here. Let's see if I can get it in there. I know I had to finagle it before. Oh, look at that. Huh. Well, okay. Yeah, that's about where it's got to go. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and finish up this engine compartment, and I'll bring you guys back. Stay tuned. Be right back. Okay, boys and girls, we're down at the bench now, and as you can see, this car is totally together right now. I did have no issues putting the radiator in, and it went in fine. The hoses lined up where they're supposed to line up. And let me just give you a close-up of what this looks like in there. You can see the headers are in there, up against the cylinder heads. I mean, it's a really, really tight fit. So anybody who builds this kit, just be aware that you're going to have to do some modifications. Not very much, but like just right here, like I showed you earlier in this video. Anyhow, that's all I'm going to show you on this kit right now. I do have a reveal video that I want to do also, so this was just to get this car, with the help from you guys, to get it so I can at least show it in a reveal. Excuse me. Anyhow, with all that being said, I hope you guys and gals enjoyed this video, and as always, your questions, comments, inputs, subs, shares, and likes are always welcome. For now, that's all, folks. Pit Stop Scale Model Garage out for now. Bye.